Sweet. Okay, what's good, everybody? My name is No Name Rod, and today we are here with our guest,
Don Miralles.
Yee. Okay, so this is a brand new format for me. So we're gonna be going through some questions just to interview him, just to see where we're at with music and everything, life, everything in between. So just to start it all off, Don Miralles, is that your full name?
Yes, it is. Well, Don Jeremy Miralles, but I go by Don Miralles.
Oh shit, he put the government name out there. Was there a time when you had thought like, I need like an artist name, like I need a name that's different from my, like a different alias, you know, like Spider-Man when he was like drawing suits and stuff? Did you have that moment, or were you just like confident, you're like, I'm gonna just go as me?
Okay, so before I even answer that, I do want to say thank you so much, Mr. No Name Rod, Rodney,
Hey.
fellow OLPH.
OLPH, let's go.
So
Shout out to Miss Lucette, Mr. Costello.
Yes, all day. So thinking about my artist name, growing up, I was in a couple bands with like my best friends, people from OLPH. In college, we formed another one, and we had our own names that we made.
Okay.
But when it came to me as a solo artist, I've always imagined it as just my name, Don Miralles.
Okay.
I felt really resonating with it, and I felt like it just embodied who I was as an artist. So never like an alias, a secret, like, double agent kind of thing.
Like two separate lives type of shit.
Yeah,
it's just who you are. You just lay it out there.
I respect that with people that do have differences in their names and create an alias, even if it's similar to their actual name. Just changing it in itself is an artistic act. So I don't personally do it, but I do admire the people that do, because it's also things you have to think about. So,
yeah, I agree. So good thing you mentioned OLPH, and you said you formed a band with people in OLPH?
I did. Peter Este, Keith Sugiton, and Christian Sugiton, the twins. We made Mess for all of our last names. Miralles, Este, Sugiton.
Oh.
So that was a fun one. Yeah, I remember. OLPH, shout out.
Okay, I like that. Did y'all graduate together?
We did.
Nice.
We performed Move Along by the All-American Rejects, 8th grade.
8th grade?
Yeah.
Wait, where? The cafeteria?
It was in the cafeteria on stage, and that was the first time I've ever seen anyone do a musical performance with live instruments, let alone a whole band.
I
agree.
agree.
Time I've been there.
I've been there. So, I was there too.
Yeah.
Kinder to 8th, and I've never seen a live performance. I've only seen the plays.
Yes.
You know, Mr. Kravach's plays.
I was in all of them that I could be in, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Hey, a true thespian, artist, actor, extraordinary, everything you could think of, right here, bro. So going on that, I kind of want to ask, from the early days, like, what inspired you to pursue music, and who, or like which artist or what song was like your gateway to follow through?
This is kind of wild, because I felt like my whole remembrance of music has been a portal, like in the way that the people that introduced it to me. Because think about it, during our age, I was born in 94, so when we were younger, music wasn't as accessible as it was now.
Facts.
So it would be whoever's playing music around you. My dad was a big one. He used to play a lot of CDs of all different kinds of genres. He loved Frank Sinatra. He loved a lot of Andrew Bocelli, which was like artists from other languages, actually. So it was really cool to hear that. My sister loved anywhere from like Blink-182 rock to like... she listened to Tupac, and she listened to Nas, and she listened to Incubus and Green Day and all these other bands and hip-hop artists and Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera.
Damn, you were like well-rounded in your household then.
That was my first concert, a Christina Aguilera concert.
That was your first concert?
6 years old. It was hella random. But it just goes
Who'd
to
you
show.
go with?
My sister.
Oh, okay.
Her friend couldn't go, so she invited me.
Oh, there
instead.
you go. See, that's nice.
And my uncle gave me an iPod, and then it had also like Tupac. It had Linkin Park. It had like all these different genres of music all compiled into one.
Damn.
So yeah, it was kind of a blend and a portal.
Okay,
honestly.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You said your first concert was Britney Spears. What was your latest concert?
Okay, Christina Aguilera, actually.
Was your first?
It was my first. And then the latest, I just saw Remy Wolf with my partner Sunny at the Frost Theater in Stanford.
Oh, damn.
Remy Wolf is amazing, an amazing artist. She's
Okay.
really great stage performance. Yeah, that was a great concert.
Okay. What is your process when you come up with a song idea or like a concept? Do you have to sit down alone in a room? Do you gotta like I don't know, light candles or something, or do you gotta like take a shot of anything, or do you meditate first or something like that? What's your process?
Throughout the whole experience, it's definitely been all of those things, right?
Okay.
So I feel like a lot of the actual essence of the songwriting itself comes from experiences like this, like just hanging out with people and showing up and doing things gives a lot of context to the things I want to put out. But it's at times where I do sit down, I do meditate, I do light candles actually sometimes.
There you go.
I'll go to the beach, play guitar, like, and just try to think of melodies that come to me, or I put words together. And the process differs for each song, each project.
Oh yeah.
But it's normally a building upon of something. It's normally like, here's a piece of this, and then things build upon it. And then sometimes a whole song like pops into my head or into the flow state while I'm jamming, and it becomes a whole conceptualized idea. So it's really a multifaceted process depending on what's happening.
Definitely. I agree. Because sometimes I feel something and I'm like, what am I feeling? Like, am I feeling anxious about something? All right, how can I make that into a song about anxiety or something?
I love that.
Or how can I tell a story about so-and-so being anxious, or the repercussions of being too anxious, or, you know, the consequences of taking action on your anxiety, and blah, blah, blah. So I go through multiple processes of like different ways to write a song. I don't even like write a hook first or write a verse first. Sometimes I'm just like blah, 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 blah. I do the melody first,
exactly,
and then the melody I'll listen to. I'm like da 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 da, like da na na na, and then I'll write words to fit the da na na na.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly.
But you also play the guitar?
I do. I play the guitar, a little bit of the bass, ook, drums if I'm like really forced to,
like last resort, you're the only drummer there.
Only drummer. I'll play it. It's fun.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not good by any means.
Okay.
I wish I learned piano growing up. I'm learning a little bit now, but guitar has been like the number one thing in my. I love it so much.
What made you want to pick up the guitar?
A lot of things, honestly. Shout out Mikey passing by right there.
Definitely did not see us.
No, he did not. But a lot of things. Like, I grew up seeing Green Day. I really loved Green Day, actually. They're my favorite band. And seeing Billy Joe like play his guitar and use it. I loved seeing John Mayer do his solos, and just using the guitar as like an instrument to really access and show the emotions was amazing to me, because it was like an extension of you. So I just always loved guitars.
Somebody, I don't know where I've heard this. Maybe it was like a conversation I was having with a few of my music homies. There goes Mike right now.
Right. Hi.
We're gonna pause the podcast real quick. We have a special guest.
Special guest
in the car. He's about to enter the podcast real quick.
Special guest.
He just came from the gym.
What's up?
So
This is true.
back to the question and the quote. I think I was having like a drunk conversation or something like that, but we were saying like something along the lines of playing an instrument is something similar to like a samurai, or like, you know, like how you hold a sword is like an extension of your own body.
Yes.
It's similar to that, like how you play the instrument, because everybody plays different. Otherwise, if everybody played the instrument exactly, if Jimi Hendrix played the guitar the same as you, then, you know, nobody would be.
It'd be different. John
unique.
Mayer and him, or anyone. Just any guitar player has their own styles and genres.
Exactly, and
yes,
your weapon is the extension of how you use that. You know.
I think it's beautiful too, though, because there's a collective of music. You can share styles, though.
Yeah.
Like, you can interweave and learn other techniques from other things, and use that instrument in that style in your way too. So it's like a deeper.
Yes, sir.
Different styles of kung fu, and you created like Jeet Kune Do was from Bruce Lee made Jeet Kune Do from Wing Chun and his own style, like boxing and shit.
Wing Chun is crazy tech. Yeah.
It's basically just mixed martial arts altogether.
Yeah,
if anything.
Exactly.
Martial arts, literally.
So we're gonna go on to a different topic. How are you today?
I'm feeling amazing, actually. Like, I'm slightly sore and tired because I've been doing a lot of like physical work, massaging, event stuff. But I feel really happy. I feel really, really blessed to be here hanging with you guys.
Yeah.
I feel great. How are you?
There you go. I'm doing okay. I'm still going through my fun employment, but
Okay,
you know,
nice.
we're out here looking for jobs, you know. But this is what unemployed people do
How
on
you,
their spare
Mikey? How you
time.
feeling?
They do podcasts in their car.
I am fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
There we go.
Life is fucking awesome right now.
There you go.
There you go. Is there anything to help like keep your mental state intact or to keep you happy? And if not, is there anything that you like to do to like keep yourself busy or preoccupied where you don't have to think too much or you don't have enough time to think? Because a lot of people kind of cope differently. Some people meditate. Some people just work like however many hours in a day until they're exhausted so they could just go straight to sleep.
Yes,
So-
I have heard of that. Shout out my friends and family. Shout out Sunny, my partner. My literally everyone that supports me is really important. I take mental and spiritual hygiene importantly. I think it's definitely an important role in like my processes.
Mm-hmm.
So I meditate a lot. I meditate a lot because I think a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it never stops.
Same.
Right. And I'm constantly facing everything. I always feel what I have to feel. I never put it away, really. I'm a really emotional, feminine person, and that shows in the way that like I interact and think and feel.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll meditate. I practice hilot, so with that is an indigenous Filipino practice, and I do techniques within hilot like burning bayabas and clearing, or doing suob, which is like a water vapor in which you use like different herbs and stuff to like really sit and just meditate. And I feel like taking care of myself and self-care is really what helps me show up to people way better and in my artistry. So
Okay.
a lot of those techniques for sure.
Nice.
For sure.
I like that because.
Oh, sorry. One of my mentors told me that if you can't, if you're not fully functional, like in terms spiritually everything, then you cannot help anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no point. You know what I mean? So you have to clear your mind and you clear your all of that extra weight. You have to clear all of that before you can help anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things where you can't fill anybody else's glass until yours is already full too. You know what I mean? Because how else can you spread yourself thin if you have nothing to give?
Exactly.
You know, your body and your mind are just gonna rip apart at the seams like at that moment. I guess going back onto the topic of music, with like some people have like anxiety when they hit the stage, or I don't know what the exact term is, like
Stage fright.
other than that there's like
there is a
jitters,
word, right?
something
Yeah,
jitters.
something.
Yeah, jitters or whatever. Do you have any jitters or nervousness like or anxiety when you hit the stage or perform or do anything in the public with your music?
Usually not. No, it's
Oh,
not that
nice.
I'm like not afraid, or it's not that like I'm definitely excited. I feel like ready to do it. I think from a lot of like theater stuff and a lot of just performing, and also growing up and just being like, I don't give a fuck what people think. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. That's their opinion, and that's perfectly fine. If I go to a performance and I'm hella tired, I'm not going to act like I'm not. I'm just going to perform as it is and give the best I can. So I know I'm doing the best I can. So I think that's what helps ground everything.
Yeah.
But usually not. I'm more excited to like share, because that's what it is. It's not about like...
Anxiety and excitement are the same thing. We just flip the coin.
Exactly.
It's two sides of the same coin.
So it's
Yeah.
taking that and transforming it into something I feel like more positive. So yeah, those are my thoughts.
That's
on
tight.
that.
I actually appreciate that because a lot of people kind of have to put up a front. They're like, nah, I'm gonna go hard and blah blah blah, even though they don't feel it. Obviously, it's good to do that too because you don't want to show too much emotion, but also being in tune with your own emotions and just going through it and just getting through it. You know, that's amazing too because like sometimes people wear their heart on their sleeves and they just like shut down. They're just like, I can't do this show. I'm gonna quit.
And for the people like, okay, artistry is a very difficult job because our job, it's fun and it's beautiful to our soul, but as like a job and as a performer, your job is to make people feel emotions. That's hard. You gotta be strong, and respect to all the performers that do things live.
You have to be in tune with your own.
Because sometimes something happened, you gotta put it away, right? Because you gotta perform.
Yeah.
So sometimes,
Responsibility.
yeah,
You gotta buck up and just like, fuck it, I gotta get it done today.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I appreciate all the people who are like first time performers, first time musicians. If you're just getting your foot into music or artistry, it takes a lot to be public with your art because your art is you. And for you to be that vulnerable with the public and to perform it. yeah, you're basically naked in front of like however many people view your art, even if it's just 1 to 10 people. Imagine 10 people standing in front of you while you're naked.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
That's a lot of.
That's
people.
a lot of people, bro.
What's happening there?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what's crazier?
Yeah.
I've done shows 0 people.
I thought you were gonna say done shows naked.
People, you know what I mean? The more intimate shows sometimes are harder.
Yeah.
Because it's like
you
have to pay attention more
Yes.
to each person. But with like, you know, with a big crowd, you can block it out.
Exactly.
Because it's like a one mass. You know, like I personally still get nervous every time I hit the stage. I'm not gonna lie, and I think it's normal, and I've accepted it. And you know, like sometimes I like to take a shot or something like that to help. But you know, like in the end of the day, like you know, like I do the best that I can to do those performances, and I think having that nervousness is completely acceptable and normal. And most people, like Taylor Swift, still does it. She still has performance jitters, and like every person is different, and you know it's hard to compare. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But yeah, like I definitely respect that you don't feel anxiety about it and you turn it right into excitement. That makes a lot of sense. But for also new people starting out, it may be harder to do that, and if you put pressure on yourself to be able to do that, it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to feel that anxiety because it's part of being human.
Yep. Exactly.
I want to add to that too, actually.
Yeah.
So when I'm hopping on stage or about to perform, during that moment, not really that nervous, but see, it's like at a different step. I like to prepare a lot, you know, so I like to prepare and show up and like practice the set hella.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So like, it's like,
Down. You have
yeah,
it down.
how's it going to be? And I'm like overworking myself when.
From the movements to the vocal inflections, everything.
Yep. And then sometimes it's just like maybe could have been more chill, you know? So it's again how you balance that.
It's kind of like
Reflect on it after a lot? Like, ruminate on it even?
I wouldn't say ruminate, but definitely reflection, take feedback from people, and just see what I could do next time. Evaluate the space to see if I could have used it more. So I definitely think, because that's a part of our artistry, like the whole universe and how it's affecting everything, how it's affecting our brand, stage presence, etc. So yeah, for sure.
to kind of go back on what you were saying earlier is like it's kind of like over prepare rather than underperform. So even if it is a more chill vibe, at least I'm set to do it if it's not such a chill vibe.
Yes.
And if it is a chill vibe, I'm going to just tone it down like 7 notches.
Yeah.
And then it'll be cool. And then it'll be fine. And then I'll just do whatever I did, but just a little bit less. Yes. But I'd rather have a higher threshold than like be right down here, but it has to be up here. Then I'm like, oh shit, now what do I do?
I'm definitely still learning to adjust my energy to the level of the crowd because I go in on
Bro,
the
no, bro.
It doesn't matter. He goes in.
There's a video on. There's a video when we were in a rap group. This was 2018. It was our album release party. And yeah, Doyen. And we were doing our song Split, and that's the ender of the show, and then we go the hardest. And then literally his verse, he rapped for like 25 seconds, and he grabs the mic like this, and he goes, ah! And he just yells. He just yells.
The words, and I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, he's a. Ah!
I bet people went hella hard during that, huh?
They were, but it was just funny watching
funny too on audio.
Watching the video back. He's like, damn, we just gave up, bro. He gassed out. He gassed out quick. And then I was like, you know, you really have to figure out where you put your energy, the moment, the movements, the lyrics that you want to emphasize.
Yes. See the thing though,
it's a marathon.
With a lot of my music is I have a lot of energetic music, I would say. I also have a lot of like, you know, more mellow toned down stuff, and that stuff I will calm down. But like, you know, for the energetic stuff, I want to, like you said, I'm trying to create an emotion.
Right.
And I want to, even if there is like only 10 people, I want them to feel that.
Yeah.
I want them to feel the energy that I feel about the song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like yeah, fuck it, go hard.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
conserve your energy.
Yeah, make sure you're.
I have trouble with that. I have asthma. So.
Make sure your physical energy matches the energy in your song.
There you go.
Because I can't be making a song like Twista and then rapping like fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like very slow. Yeah, exactly. So the last two things I'm going to ask every interviewee, every guest. So the first thing is I want you to give a question to the next guest that I have on the podcast. Any question, insightful, something full of wisdom, something thoughtful. Just not like, hey, what's your fucking, how tall are you or something, like something insightful that could be used of,
Okay, to the next artist that comes on here, I want to know, why do you do your art? What is the why reason? What's the internal fire that makes you do?
The pressure is
art?
on.
Sorry, y'all. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for taking that question.
Yeah. In the future,
because if they don't know, then it gives them time to reflect. They need to know.
That's true. That's true.
Very important fact. Yes.
Unless they need like a whole day to figure that out, then we got to reschedule the podcast.
No, but I mean, like, even if they don't answer, it gives them time.
Yeah. Even they can think of it on the way home.
Exactly.
And be like,
and that'll help them.
Yeah.
Right?
Good point. And by the way, your trunk's open.
Boom.
Oh, that's yours. I thought it was mine.
And then the second thing that I ask is as the last words. What are the words that you live by, or what are words that you live by that you'd like to put out there for the world?
There's a lot. Love is the highest vibration. Love others without expecting love back. It's always about love.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the highest thing that we're taught from God, from spirit, from our intuition ourselves. We should love other people and help them because that's what it means to be human. Supporting others, it costs nothing. And I feel like that flows into everything, not just the art, but maybe someone might just need that smile someday, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Maybe one day they just really need something. So that's the best things that we could do, is to love without expecting love back and giving endlessly, you know what I mean?
That is unconditional love right there.
Right there.
I like that. I appreciate.
It's a big task for a lot of people. Oh, sorry.
No, you could. That is a big task.
No, that's a big task to ask for a lot of people, but it's a good aiming point or good target.
It's hard. People have been hurt. People have been traumatized. People have, things that have happened to them, and it's hard to let go and do that. And that doesn't mean just fully just love and trust no matter what, like blindly, do it within your own capacity and do it to your heart's ability. But something
a good
like
combination of head and heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's important.
I think the big message is, let's flip that narrative. Instead of hurt people, let's change it to something.
Heal people.
Exactly.
Heal
Like
love
that.
people who hurt people,
there
or
you
some
go.
shit. I don't know.
That's a bar.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, some shit like that. But like, let's flip that narrative though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it
Exactly.
doesn't have to always be
Flip the
hurt
narrative.
people. Like, let's love people even if they're hurting people. But
Yes.
like, let's try to guide them into a loving position.
Yes.
To be the loving person instead of a hurt person.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're stepping into a new era of healing. Come with us. If you
let's
want to
go.
stay,
Come
you
on.
can. But come with us. Like,
Bro, hop in the back seat. Hop in the back seat. Hop in the back seat. We're taking this shit all over the world, bro.
I have some words of wisdom. It costs nothing to be kind, stupid.
come on.
We're
Think
gonna-
about it.
Hey,
though.
future me, we're gonna cut that out of the video. So at the last part of this podcast, I would always like for my musician guests to perform a song. Do you have anything?
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about what song I was going to perform. I have like future projects, whatever.
Okay.
But I actually want a song I already put out called Mama, because it's Filipino American History Month, and I've been thinking about all the struggles she's had to do. I've been talking to so many people. So there. Shout out to her. And yeah, I'm going to do Mama. Acoustic.
Yeah. You got a guitar?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's go. All right, y'all. This is Mama by Don Miralles.
I think of all of the times my mom has cried, all of her life, the sacrifice for me to survive. Was it her dream to fly across the sea and give life to me? See, I just wanna say, Mama, salamat for all that you've done. I wanna say, Mama, salamat para sa lahat. I wanna say, Mama, salamat for all that you've done. I wanna say, Mama, salamat need ends meet every day. I'm putting food down on my plate, sending boxes home from the States. I wish there was another way that we could heal all of our pain, colonized ways stuck in our veins. I won't chain down no more. I wanna say mama, salamat for all that you've done. I wanna say mama, salamat, barasalat. I wanna say mama, salamat for all that you've done. I wanna say mama, salamat, salamat. I wanna say mama, salamat for all that you've done. I wanna say mama, salamat, barasalat. I wanna say mama, salamat for all that you've done. I wanna say mama, salamat, salamat. Salamat. Thank you.
Let's go. That was
hard,
crazy.
bro. That was hard.
Damn.
That was hard, bro.
That's a fucking honor to
I'm
play.
getting
That's
movie on that
that's
one, dude.
fucking
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That writing.
Right.
Thank you.
That was solid. That was a solid song. Damn.
Appreciate y'all.
We have been blessed by Don Miralles, Mama. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Spotify. It's Don Miralles, DonMiralles. Same on Instagram, same thing.
What about YouTube? You got YouTube?
Don Miralles on YouTube.
Okay.
Same
Don
thing.
Miralles on all platforms.
Don Miralles on Venmo if you want to help.
Hey, starving artist is a real thing, bro. Help us out, man. We appreciate you for sliding through. Thank you again.
so much,
That was
guys.
fucking
It's been
dope.
great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, brother, man.
That was tight. All right, y'all. That was the episode. Peace. All right.
That was fire, dude.